So Facebook apparently has a glitch and I won't be able to live stream this per se. I will put the link on the Facebook page and assuming that people will join in, then I'll later post a recording of this in the groups and in the YouTube channel. I am hesitating here because I am switching the link precisely because of that. Glitch. Glitch here, so switch the Zoom link. Sorry for the notice. So let's begin. I don't know, because of this glitch, I don't know if people will actually join us. If they do, great. If they don't, great also, because they watch the video later. So let's just close other windows here so that the experience doesn't become too cluttered. And now we will share the screen and join the weekly free instant. I will probably edit this here so that the videos become more clean once as I post it in the groups. But anyway, here we are. So this is a live stream of the weekly free instant tournament that can be found at BBO right here under Solitaire. And if you haven't played this tournament yet, it will be the same, remain the same with the same cards till next Friday, which is the 29th, I think. Yes, April 29th. And so find the tournament, play them before you watch the video. I think that's the best way for you to compare your own decisions with mine. And anyway, here we have a 16 high card point hand, 5-3-3-2. Typical no trump opening bid using a strong no trump. When partner shows hearts through a 2-diamond transfer bid, if anything that is circled in red on BBO, you can click on it to see the explanation. And just a minor comment, my cards in BBO, sometimes they use a French deck, sometimes they use an English deck. Don't ask me why. So what this means is that this is the R is the king, the D is the queen. So this is probably easy to translate since they're all bunched together. And the V is the jack. Okay, sorry about that, but BBO has its own mind sometimes. Back to the deal. When we open a no trump, it's very rare that we should be doing anything other than just obey commands, because the no trump bid describes our strength and our shape, our character of our hand very well. So partner becomes the captain, as we say, the captain of the auction. He decides at what level and very often the suit. So we just follow instructions here. So he's inviting us. Now we have a decision to make because he's asked us to do it. He's inviting us with 5 hearts. I think this is a maximum hand, especially because our Jack 10 8 hearts are combining with partner's length. And given that, let's just go to 4 hearts. since we have a good trump fit and a possible ruff in our hand. As we can see here, we are on the finesse, basically, for 5. We can just let's do some routines as I recommend all students to do. Dummy has 9 high card points. With our 16, that's 25. That leaves them with 15. But our tricks will be 3 trumps, losing the ace and the king. We have all the rest. Notice how the jack 10 8 of hearts really is powerful in support of partner's hearts. 3 hearts, 3 spades, 6, ace king and ace king of clubs and ace 9. And we can ruff a club in our hand to get to 10. And after doing that, we may get to 11 by finesse and diamonds. But there is a glitch, though, which is this. Let's say we start with roughing a club and then leading a trump, which would be the first plan that sprang to my mind, at least. Now they can cash 2 trumps and stick us in our hand with spades. And now we have no entry to dummy, either to draw the last trump or to finesse in diamonds. So I think it's better for us to, before roughing that club, one other way, I think it's the easiest way, it's just to cash spades before roughing the club. So cash 3 spades, discarding the diamond, ruff a club, then lead a trump. I think that's safer than the other option, which would be to take the diamond finesse immediately. Diamond finesse immediately might allow them to draw trumps, and if diamonds are really, well, I don't think they can defeat us. We could, perhaps with trumps 4-1 and diamonds 4-1 behind us, perhaps. But I think the easiest way is really, since we have such sturdy trumps, apart from the ace and king, should just cash those spades to not let them force us to win a trick in our hand with spades. Cash our spades. Now we ruff a club. That's welcome. A welcome development. He's spending one of his trumps in under ours. So now we try the diamond finesse. And we still have a trump. He's ducking, but now we claim. There's only the ace of hearts missing. So that decision of his to rough low was a bit weird, but didn't make any difference. We would always win 11 tricks with a good score to begin with. Let's take a look at why this score is so high. So one managed to make 11 tricks and no trumps, which is very difficult. Not to lose ace king of hearts and at least 1 diamond. But most people are making only 4, 10. Let's see if I'm curious. Let's see if after roughing a club, but I think that would be, oh no, he led a trump. Now he lost a club ruff. Okay, so many ways to go astray there. Let's focus back on this monster of a hand that we have here. Opening 2 clubs with minor suit-oriented hands is always risky, but this is a hand that has slam on its own hand. It finds a very mild fit opposite, so there's no option for us here. Then to just bid our suits now naturally. 4 clubs is still forcing, so let's leave him room to. So he prefers diamonds. I might be missing a grand here, but I don't think it's good bridge. Just partner is not strong after all. I think I'll just go to 6 diamonds, simplify the option here. And you see even though if we explored too delicately for slam, we might tip off the spade lead. We managed to escape the spade lead. Partner has the worst possible hand for us, the ace of hearts instead of values in spades. Only 2 diamonds, but that's what we can do. Now I have to try to establish clubs. So can he have queen 10 9? He can, or he can have queen 10 and then the 9 is there's nothing really. Okay, good. Clubs 3-3, and now we can just draw trumps. 13 tricks, lucky result, certainly, because we got partner with a terrible hand, and perhaps a more sophisticated auction would give partners some room to still back away from slam. But if I had a partner that I could trust, I might go that route. Not with this partner. Robots are not really reliable in some ways, and evaluating for slam is one of them. Incidentally, if you start to beat around the bushes too much with this kind of hand, I've seen robots jump to 7 without asking for aces or key cards or anything else. Anyway, now we have a less exciting hand, just 4-3-3-3, 15 high card points. So the 1-0 trump is quite clear. And as in the first hand, we're just obeying orders here. So let's play for spades. Very powerful hand in dummy, 14 high card points. So they have only 11 missing. West should have king, queen of clubs. So there's only 6 missing after that. And as regards the tricks that we'll make, unless spades are breaking 4-1, we will be able to win 2 clubs, 4 diamonds 6, 4 spades 10, 1 heart 11. So this is not going to be, after the lead at least, it's not going to be a challenging hand unless we misguess spades. We have, assuming that spades are 4-1, because otherwise we have no problem, we have a choice of plays here. So he's leading. Usually we should expect the lead to come from the longest combined suit in their hands, which would be hearts in this case. The lead from the king of clubs indicates that West is relatively short in hearts. So let's say hearts are breaking 5-3. That leaves more room for him to be short in spades. Since the club king lead doesn't promise any length, he could be leading from 3. He doesn't have 2, I suppose, but could be leading from 3 or 4. I don't know whether this is correct or not, but I will start with ace and low to the king. Okay, now we just can draw claim, losing 2 tricks. A way for us to avoid those. And next hand, 14 high card points, partner open. We have a very good club support. Should start by bidding spades. But now after a mere 1-0 trump, he has a balance 12-14. We are very far from any slam, and so the point here is now only to decide on which is the best game. So the system that robots use here, which is not ideal, is to use a bid and then unbid miner to ask for more information. Now, since he has 3 spades, we are going to 4 spades. If he had bid 2 hearts, I might choose no trump. If he had bid something else, I would probably go to 5 clubs. But if we have 8 cards in spades, that's our natural landing spot. Okay, so this is the kind of hand that plays well as what we call a dummy reversal. By instead of trying to rough things in the short side, which is the usual way of dealing with roughs, we can plan on roughing 3 hearts on our hand. Thereby, when you have three hearts in your hand, you stay with only two spades after those roughs, right? And what that means is that now north is the long side. So in effect, this is equivalent to roughing on the short side. So we have a visitor here. Go have your breakfast, girl. So we keep that ace of hearts in dummy because depend on some variations we'll have some trouble. The main trouble here is spades 4-1. If that is the case, I should probably be trying to run clubs before roughing the third heart. Let's see. I'm not a big believer in trumps 4-1, but here they are. Now our best chance is that Mr. East, who has not a lot of hearts, that he will follow suit, because the problem here now is getting an entry to the fourth club. So let's rough all the hearts anyway. Now let's try to catch our clubs. Perhaps I could have cashed the ace of hearts first. I think I should. It's distracted by my little girl making an appearance here. But now that's our trick number 10, and we're probably going to lose two spades and a diamond. Many different ways of making this hand. Leading a low diamond would also be effective. Trick 2. But let's go to the next hand. Now we have 18 high card points and good support for all the suits. So I think doubling is quite clear. Now partner is bidding clubs, which is not our best suit, but we still have too much to stop here, I think. I'm not sure, though. Passing might well be right. The problem is that we don't have any good bid here. We have a very good hand. But if Marty is weak, like around 6 or 7 high card points, we may not have a game, even though we have points for it, right? We have 18 plus 7. I'm talking myself into the pass here. The alternative would be to manufacture a bit. I don't think two spades, this hand is good enough for two spades, which would show a strong club raise. I don't, if I had a fourth club, yes. But with only 3, the alternative would be to manufacture a 2 diamond bid. Not appealing. Part of me pass with a singleton, so I'll just pass here. This being match points makes it easier. And now I can make a second takeout double. And now I described my hand fairly well. And Potter might have passed on this 2 spades doubled. Might have been better. Now what we know about the hand, we have 18 and 4, that's 22. Spades are probably split between the opponents, the ace and king, because it didn't lead spades even after West bid 2 spades. And also the 2 spade bid shows, with only 2, shows probably a double to honor. Probably. So I think the heart lead shows probably shortness. And that means that we can dispose of all of our diamonds if we start running hearts right now. Letting East rough with what are apparently long club tricks. So if he has, well, he has ace and king of spades unexpectedly. Now they're threatening an uncomfortable cross ruff. Let's see if I can. How it's 5 spades and 1 heart. He should have 4 clubs, Mr. East, 4 clubs. And 3 diamonds. That's the most likely hand for him. Let's annoy them a little bit by forcing him to ruff with the queen. At least that's establishing. Now we can discard losers. It's not a happy hand for us. Not at all. So now we can ruff high and lead trumps. So that was a singleton queen of clubs. Not a happy hand for us. Nothing we can do now apart from losing the trumps, which is only 2. Right? The 2 trumps that Mr. East still has. So down 3. Our best result would have been to just pass in 2 spades. I think partner misjudged by bidding 3 clubs. He certainly could have bid to no trumps with queen 9/4, and that would have been a very reasonable contract. We played in an unlucky line also because he had 5/5, not 5/4. So we didn't have to spend at 8 of clubs roughing anything, or roughing with the ace either. We could have saved at least 1 trick. But that's it. Hand number 6, we have 12, 5/4 to 2. Certainly enough to open 1 club and repeat spades. And now this is an invitation. And now I love bidding games, but in match points, I think we should pull it down a notch and just pass here. Hardly more than a bare minimum. Not an easy hand to play. Our best suit for developing tricks is diamonds, but it's also one of our shortest. But if you want to play on diamonds, the end goal is to establish dummy. So this will be a similar way. We'll have to lead a heart anyway to the king, whether before discarding a heart on the diamond or not depends on how the game will play, how the hand will play. I think that's the best general approach at this moment. So I would like them to cover this, to play an honor here. So I start with the top. If I wanted them to duck, I would start with a 10. So they are defending well, as expected after the lead. Let's establish at least one other diamond trick. And now lead a heart. Now let's think about this lead. He started with 2 spades, some lengthening diamonds. I still think our best shot is to develop some heart tricks, and so playing the king, I think playing the king amounts to hoping that the club finesse will survive later, that will play a club to the queen and make a trick, but I don't think that's likely given the trump lead. And so what is happening here is that I want to make as many tricks in hearts by heart leads as possible. And so now my doubt, certainly I should not play the king right now. I want to play the king if necessary at a later heart trick. So my question now is the 10 or the 7? I am intrigued by the play of the 7. That's a very rare play. But if he has honor 9-6. It is the same thing, right? Yes, it is the same thing. Oh, I'll play the 10. Later I'll decide whether it would be useful for us to. Now, if the 9 of hearts will appear at the end, or even if, well, now we have an extra diamond trick. Thank you, opponents. Now all we need is for the 9 of hearts to appear. Nope, no such luck. And so we claim down 1. Good result, since we managed to make 3 diamond tricks. That was good. Deal number 7, we start with a very clear, easy 1 spade. This is a very powerful hand, but not when they beat hearts behind us, which is what West in effect did. We should just stop at a game, perhaps have some chances of going down. Not with 4 trumps in partner. 4 trumps is a very welcome sight. So let's figure out the hand here. Hearts are supposed to be 5-1. Diamonds probably 5-1 as well. The right play in spades is clearly to finesse. So let's do it with some residual chances. If spades are 3-0, let's see, of doesn't matter. I think all roads lead to Rome. Yeah, I'll always lose a spade in a club. I can't avoid losing a spade in a club. Unless he was asleep at the switch. Robots very rarely are. In which case I could discard 2 clubs from dummy. Okay, now we have only 1 more club loser. So let's claim. Ordinary hand. The final deal. We have 13 high card points in a balanced hand. And we have to decide whether to butt in or not. Our hand is really good, but the shortness in hearts is concerning. That said, I like to bid. And I think that by passing now, I'll be forced to make a harder decision later. So I'll go out on a limb here and bid 1 spade with a less than ideal 4-card suit. I'd like better spades here. But I think this King Jack of diamonds, if it is well positioned as it looks like, upgrading my hand makes it likely that we can outbid them in spades. Well, 1 trump is a very welcome response from partner because I don't have to bid anything else, and we are probably in a good contract. Yes, we are. If I had passed, I don't know if we would be able to. We picked out their best suit with the 1 spade overcall. Let's win this. And we have 13 and 10, that's 23, 17 for them. So that means that West has 4 or 5 at most, so including something in spades, very likely. So the king of clubs is probably with East, I would say. The usual play would be to just establish diamonds right now. And I think I'll do that, but it's good to work out the hands. If they try to catch a few hearts, I still have a stopper there. And now it's time for that club play that we were planning. Now we duck the club, maintaining control of the club suit. And now our hand is high. We don't even need the clubs for 3. We can just claim the 2 high tens, discarding the black cards. So that was it for this tournament. Let's see the final score. We didn't beat 91%, but 72 is good enough. And congratulations to Mr. Snake. That's a humongous score. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll post this in the usual channels as soon as possible. Sorry for the glitch that prevented this live stream from being live streamed. But I'll see you then. Bye-bye.